Money is something we touch every single day, yet very few people stop to ask a simple question. Where did it actually come from? Before credit cards, before paper bills, before the US dollar became the world's most powerful currency, money went through a long and fascinating journey. Understanding the history of money is really the story of human civilization itself, how people learned to trade, trust, and build economies. In the earliest days of human society, money didn't exist at all. People lived in small communities and survived through a system known as barter. If you had extra grain and your neighbor had meat, you traded. Simple, right? But barter had serious problems. What if your neighbor didn't want grain? What if you needed shoes but only had fish? This problem, known as the double coincidence of wants, made trade inefficient and limited economic growth. As societies grew larger, humans needed something better, something everyone could agree had value. That's when commodity money was born. Different civilizations began using valuable items as money. Cattle, salt, shells, beads, and even tea bricks were used as early forms of currency. These items worked because people trusted their value. In fact, the word salary comes from the Latin word salarium, which refers to salt once so valuable that Roman soldiers were sometimes paid with it. This was a major step forward, but commodities were still difficult to transport and measure. Around 700 BCE, a revolutionary idea emerged: metal coins. The ancient kingdom of Lydia, located in modern-day Turkey, is credited with minting the first standardized coins made from electrum, a natural mix of gold and silver. Coins were durable, portable, and easy to divide. Soon, powerful empires like Greece and Rome adopted coinage, stamping the faces of gods, emperors, and symbols of authority on them. Money was no longer just a tool for trade, it became a symbol of power and trust backed by the state. As trade expanded across continents, carrying heavy metal coins became inconvenient. This led to one of the most important financial innovations in history: paper money. The first known use of paper currency appeared in China during the Tang and Song dynasties. Merchants could deposit heavy coins and receive paper notes, instead a system based entirely on trust. Centuries later, Europe adopted the idea, though not without skepticism. People struggled to believe that a piece of paper could be worth real value. This brings us to a crucial concept in money's history: trust. Money only works because people believe in it. Whether it's gold, paper, or digital numbers on a screen, money has value because society agrees it does. This idea became especially important in the modern era, when countries began moving away from precious metals and toward fiat currency money that has value because the government says it does. In the United States, the story of money took a dramatic turn after independence. Early America used a mix of foreign coins, barter, and paper notes. In 1792, the U.S. Mint was established, and the dollar became the official currency, originally backed by gold and silver. For much of American history, paper money could be exchanged for a fixed amount of gold, a system known as the gold standard. This helped stabilize the economy, but also limited how much money could be created. Everything changed in the 20th century. The Great Depression, World War II, and global economic shifts forced governments to rethink money. In 1971, the United States officially ended the gold standard under President Richard Nixon. From that moment on, the U.S. dollar became a pure fiat currency. Its value was no longer tied to gold, but to the strength of the U.S. economy, government, and global trust. Today, the dollar is the world's primary reserve currency, used in international trade and held by central banks across the globe. As technology advanced, money evolved yet again. Credit cards, debit cards, online banking, and mobile payments transformed how Americans interact with money. Physical cash became optional. Then came the digital revolution, and with it, cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, introduced in 2009, challenged the traditional idea of money by removing governments and banks from the equation. Instead, it relies on blockchain technology and decentralized trust. Some see crypto as the future of money. Others see it as a risky experiment. Either way, it represents the next chapter in a very long story. So what does the history of money teach us? It shows that money is not just paper, metal, or numbers, it's a reflection of human cooperation, belief, and power. From bartering goods to carrying coins, from printing dollars to tapping phones, money keeps changing, just like society itself. And as the United States continues to shape the global economy, the next evolution of money may already be unfolding right before our eyes.